Hey guys, it's Saturday, and as you can see, I am not in the shop today. I was planning on working on the 1968 Pontiac LeMans project, trying to get that race car build going. Unfortunately, I am in the hospital. Not myself, my father is in the hospital, and we've been battling some health issues over the last 6 to 7 months, and we were pretty well on the mend. At least we thought we were for quite a while. However, yesterday things went completely sideways on us, and now we find ourselves in the hospital. So, that's life. That's how things go. We all have things we want to get done, and we have projects we want to complete, and events we want to make it to. Unfortunately, life happens, and health is way more important than hobbies. So, I don't know what I'm going to be able to get done on that 68. I'm really hoping that I can stay at least somewhat on track. I mentioned in the most recent video that I'm probably looking at maybe doing some Plan B with the Pontiac, the 1970 455 Le Mans. That's not really a race car; that's a street car, a real actual street car. But it's got enough oomph that it can probably put down a pretty good pass at Pontiac Nationals. So I think the plan at this point in time is going to be to get everything moving forward with the 350 Pontiac project. We're still going to keep working on that. I'm not giving up on that. But given we are now June 20. You can tell I'm tired. June 22nd. We really want to be able to get this car out and testing probably next week, and there's absolutely just no way we can get that Pontiac 350 done in time. I've got to get up to Dion Vickers this week to be able to go pick up my transmission, and I think Rich and I are going to knock out the rear end on the Pontiac project either Monday or Wednesday, one of the two. We got a brand new posi for it and a brand new rear end gear set for it. I think that's going to be a Monday or Wednesday thing. That will probably be on the Lucor channel. That won't be over here. But that gets the transmission done, that gets the drive shaft done, that gets the rear end done. But I'm just not going to be able to get the rest of the stuff done. The suspension, the steering, the fuel system, the doors, the floors, I'm just not going to be able to get it done. And I apologize, guys. I know there's a lot of people who are pulling for me to get this done, but I'm pretty overextended right now, if I'm honest with you. I'm an overschedule myself kind of guy, and burning the candle at both ends and the middle is kind of my MO. That's how I get so much done. Unfortunately, when I have things go sideways on me, that means I don't have any wiggle room, and I'm plumb out of wiggle room at this point in time. So I don't know what the next couple of days of my schedule looks like. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think what we're going to probably switch this up to is going to be, I'm going to order a full brake kit for the yellow 1970 Le Mans and get the disc brake conversion done. It's already got gears in it. It's got a good transmission, and it's got a decent converter in it. It's got the smallest, crappiest intake manifold I could put on it, which is a Edelbrock Performer, and it's got a quadrijet on it. I've never made a full complete pass in that car on a quarter-mile strip, so we're going to have to definitely do some shakedown stuff. I need to do some adjustments with the governor and the transmission for it because the shift points are wrong. So we'll make some adjustments on that stuff, but I think that's going to be the direction we're going to really kind of focus now to be able to get something ready to go race at Pontiac Nationals, which is I believe the second week of July. At Norwalk. So if you're interested in being there and you want to see me at Norwalk, and Uncle Bob will be there, he'll be actually the one racing that car. I think I probably am going to take my dad's GMC Cyclone that I took on Power Tour to Pontiac Nationals, because the GMC guys are allowed to play with the Pontiac guys. We're kind of invited into that whole family. So I think that's what my plan is going to be at this point in time. Take the Cyclone myself, and then we'll probably trailer the 1970, but that means I've got to get that car a lot of work done. It's a solid car, don't get me wrong, and it's got most of everything we need, but it's still on drum brakes on all four corners. I got to figure out a wheel and tire setup for it. I don't know whether or not I want to mess with the suspension, whether or not I want to go that direction or not on that car. If so, that's another chunk of money I need to spend to get that car updated and ready to go, and that's a possibility. But I don't want to end up doing something that's going to cost me the ability to have that car ready, because again, we want to have time to be able to test and see what's going on. The last thing we want to do is, Bob and I both agree with this, is have a completely untested car and a completely untested setup and then just show up to Pontiac Nationals and look like idiots. That's not something we want to do. I got to kind of keep the goals small on this one and keep it doable. So we're going to keep moving forward. That's what we do, and we're going to keep setting goals and hopefully reaching them. But sometimes you just can't get there, and sometimes it's not your own fault. But you just got to keep pushing. We all have life happen. We all have events that come up out of our control that derail the project, and this is just one of those things. So I appreciate everybody who's been supporting me on this whole thing and this whole venture, and who's cheering me on, and all the well wishes for my father. It's an unfortunate chapter of life when you get towards those last few chapters. They can be really exhausting, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, every way you can possibly imagine. But he's still here, and we're still able to have some good times together and share some laughs and experiences together. And the people here are taking great care of him. They've been fantastic since he got here yesterday. And I'm hoping he's going to be on the mend, and we'll see where things go next week. But I just wanted to film a quick video so you guys understand what's going on with me, and so we can kind of adjust our plans accordingly. The 350 HO Pontiac build is still going to happen. It's still going to happen. The 68 Le Mans is still going to happen. I'm not giving up on it. We've already moved way too far down that path. I've got everything I need to go see Bob. I've got my rods. I've got my pistons. We just got to start working the block as far as that goes, and move forward. It's just a matter of, he's got so many responsibilities with Old Man's Garage, the street racing channel, and our stuff. I even have to drop off an Oldsmobile 455 up there this week as well, that he's working on another project for us as well. So he's swamped. So the timetable is just not going to make sense. It's just not going to happen. There's too much, too many things that have popped up. So you guys know the plans at this point in time. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get it done. I think I'm doing disc brake conversion on all four corners. I think I'm going to put a set of snowflakes on that thing. I'm going to put a drag slick on the rear so Bob can hook and get that thing out of the hole. We got to figure out the governor on the trans. I don't know if I'm going to swap out the intake and the carb. I kind of feel like I might, just to open that 455 up a little bit and let it breathe a little bit better, get rid of the quadrijet and the little low rise intake, or maybe I just put a better intake on it. Maybe that'd be the solution. I don't know. You guys tell me. What you guys who have been Pontiac 455 racers, what's the answer to get a stout 455 running right, getting it breathing right? Because we run out of air around 5,200 RPMs, 5,300 RPMs on that Pontiac, and it's got the internals to be able to spin a little further and breathe a little further. Does it make sense to do a torquer? Does it make sense to do something a little bit more aggressive? What clears a factory hood? Because I don't want to mess with that hood. I just want to get a little bit more oomph down the track. Also, probably, honestly, a good idea to try to just test the thing, get it running right, and then go out and make a test pass on a controlled environment somewhere and see what it does, and use that as a baseline. So maybe that's the next thing we work with. But like I said, I just want to give you guys an update on what's going on. I want you guys to understand that I'm not giving up on this project. This is something I believe in, and I'm really going to focus on. But I got hit in the face with a wrench, and you got to dip, dive, duck, dive, and dodge, and I didn't dodge this one, and it's taken us out of whack a little bit. So anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. I will talk to you here in the next couple days, and hopefully I'll be wrenching on something and we can be making some progress, not just talking about stuff. I'll see you later, guys.